Covering Glynn County, residents and business owners have finally been allowed to return to St. Simon's Island 5 days after they had to evacuate. Debris lining the roads, trees down in yards, and on a few houses. But fortunately, the first look at the island shows that most of the damage is definitely fixable, and there were no injuries. Channel 4's Elizabeth Campbell got onto the island just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. She's joining us live with an update. Elizabeth?
Well, Tom, one of the things that this beautiful island is known for is the trees. And unfortunately, a lot of those did not make it through Matthew. You can see behind me this giant pine tree that is now in someone's yard. And then if I take you over to this next home that I showed you at 5 o'clock, unfortunately, the pine trees didn't end up just in the yard. We've got one in the yard, two on the home. So a lot of damage to pick up here. Now, I did just learn that this is not somebody's permanent home, fortunately. This is a rental property. They say they are going to begin cleanup tomorrow. But for the most part, everyone I've talked to here on St. Simon's Island says they are fortunate that things weren't any worse.
It was a lot of anxiety.
Tab Miller says he, his wife, and kids decided to evacuate St. Simon's Island last minute.
When they were talking about the storm surge and everything, we thought this place was going to be gone. Luckily, it's up on stilts, and we ended up being okay.
They returned to find no damage to their home, but it may be time for a new car.
We've been married now almost, 9 years now. We've had it almost the entire time. So it's been a great car for us, and if this is the worst of it all, I'm very blessed.
Hurricane Matthew definitely shook up this peaceful island, knocking down trees, power lines, storage containers. Kelly Buffkin returned Tuesday with scattered limbs, a down power line, and no power. But she says she's fortunate.
It was nerve-wracking. Tension was high, but my whole family was together, which was a blessing, and everybody was safe, and nobody was hurt, which was good. We were very anxious to get back the last couple of days.
These folks thankful to return home to an island they say is tight-knit and will help each other out in times of need.
Community is very important. Community is what keeps us going, and so hopefully after I get my car cleaned out, I'm going to go find some place to help.
Now you're taking a look at just the roots of one of these pine trees and seeing all these downed trees throughout the island. It is just crazy to see these roots, to see how big these trees are, how deep rooted they are, and how long some of these trees have been around for. Now at last check, from what we understand, there were about 400 people still without power in Glynn County, including here in St. Simon's. But most people, even without power here, say again, they can hold out a little bit longer. They're just fortunate that no one was hurt. Everyone is okay, and they say that the community will continue to come together and get this island back to normal as soon as possible. Reporting live from St. Simon's Island, Elizabeth Campbell, Channel 4, the local station.